SEC Gymnastics action returns next Friday with Missouri, Florida at 6 Eastern, followed by Alabama, Arkansas at 7:30. And on March 2nd, it's Kentucky visiting Georgia. Here is the score after 3 of 4 rotations. The Sooners with a 0.3 of a point lead against the visiting number 5 Florida Gators.
On her second pass, what completes a round off back in.
O'Connor and Bridget Sloan. And Bridget, there's several storylines going on here. We're seeing some outstanding gymnasts, but unfortunately for Florida, there were really a couple of heartbreaking moments.
There were, but at the meet's not over yet. It is still close. Florida is headed to balance beam, an amazing event for them. So with what happened earlier, Florida is able to bounce back and would love to see them finish this meet as strong as possible.
Let's take a look at the 2 key injuries that have affected this competition.
The first rotation, this is Anya. So starting off uneven bars.
She was able to regroup and complete her routine. And then just a moment ago, Sloan Blakely. Let's go down to Taylor Davis.
Well, Bart, as you both can imagine, it's been a very difficult scene down here with both of these injuries. Any injury is heartbreaking, but these are 2 pillars of this Florida team in Anya Pilgrim and Sloan Blakely. Both remain in the locker room, continuing to be evaluated by this Florida training staff. Obviously, Sloan Blakely did suffer a lower leg injury, and you saw her sister, Sky Blakely, incredibly emotional. She's also back in the locker room with her sister. Head coach Jenny Rowland told me, I told Sky, if anyone is equipped to be there for Sloan and help her through this, it's you. The entire team rallying here as we have one more rotation here in Norman. Difficult scene, but can they bounce back? Jenny Rowland's message, focus inward. We'll be right back.
SEC on ESPN. O'Connor and Bridget Sloan back here in the Lloyd Noble Center getting set for the 4th and final rotation of this top 5 matchup. OU is led wire to wire. They started out with a 0.2 of a point lead, have expanded it to 0.3 of a point lead. They will go to 4 exercise in this final rotation. And after some really devastating injuries, it looks like Florida has recovered. They'll be on the beam in this final rotation, but major changes to the lineup because Anya Pilgrim and Sloan Blakely, who were both scheduled to compete, are now not in the lineup due to injuries. Lee Boyd and Riley McCusker will compete.
And Skylar Drazer up on the balance beam right now in this lead-off position. Jenny said she is just so calm on this event. Exactly what you want in your lead-off. Nice control on that full turn. The dismount round off, 1.5 twist. And a stuck landing. Very nice start for Florida on this 4th rotation.
She had a career high that she matched 6 times last year on beam of a 9.9. Great leadoff. There's Sloan Blakely coming back out of the locker room. Great to see her with her back on the sidelines with her teammates, even though she's in a boot. Adrian Burda and Owen Field, assistant coaches. Audrey Davis for the Sooners now leading them off on floor.
Opening up with a front double twist. Very nice. I love the kick at the end of that pass. If if there's ever an error that she may have, she can cover it with that dance.
Choreography for the Sooners is done by their head coach, KJ Kindler. I think it's really great this year because all the routines sort of exude some kind of real emotion, fun or intensity.
I think that's what makes floor exercise so fun, is that you get to bring out your personality, whatever you want it to be. If you want to have a serious routine, I'm sure KJ will work with these athletes and make sure that they get what they want to give them the best performance that they can give. Audrey likes to have fun, energetic floor routines. This year is no exception. Very nice start. And what a day for Audrey Davis.
Her scores so far today, 9-8, 9-8-5, and 9-9. Her high score being on the bars.
First pass. You saw that kick at the end. I just love the control that she shows and finishes with a 1.5 to front pull. Nice start for Oklahoma, and again, just a great all-around performance for Audrey Davis today.
She's really on brand with the Oklahoma style in terms of beautiful line and extension and form throughout. That's kind of an Oklahoma standard, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Victoria Wynn now on beam. Speaking of beautiful presentation, she's coming after Skylar Drazer had a 9.825.
Has Minoti right here. Back handspring with a half twist. Into her back handspring. Very well done. Sometimes she dips that left shoulder just a little bit, kind of breaking that connection. There's been some question throughout season of whether she got it, but that looked connected to me.
You mentioned the word onmori. It's a rare skill you see in college gymnastics because it is so difficult. It was invented by Henrietta Onmori, a former Hungarian Olympic gold medalist.
There's the dismount. It's a back handspring into a 1.5 twist. And sticks it. Very nicely done for Victoria.
Put on the Taylor Davis.
Spoke with Lily Peterson this week. She told me she's been a lifelong Sooners gymnastics fan. It was a goal of hers to be a part of this program, and she said that her goal was to compete on 1 or 2 events in her freshman season, and obviously has been lighting it up as an all-arounder. And last week, ahead of the LSU meet, she was actually unable to train, was dealing with a groin injury and a little bit of sickness. She said, the staff's trust in me to allow me to compete, even with minimal training, has added to how I'm trusting myself.
1.5 into a 2.5. Gorgeous job. A lot of twisting going on in that first pass.
Taylor, you mentioned she's a lifelong Sooner fan. She was coached by KJ Kindler's sister, Lori, so I don't think she had a choice where she was going to go to school.
Oh, Bart, you always have a choice, but
Not when families
she might have been persuaded a little bit. You never know, but she is doing a fabulous job. Huge front double twist. One thing Lily does not stray away from is the difficulty in her floor routine.
Audrey Davis led the Sooners off with a 9.925. That's a career high for her.
What a performance. Last week she might not have been feeling 100%, but man, tonight she brings it. first pass here. It's a 1.5 step out, round off back handspring, 2.5 twist. Just so well done, and then ends with a front double twist. Bart, fun fact, both of those passes were my first pass at one time in my college career, so.
Can you still do them?
No, I cannot.
Bridget, of course, Olympic medalist and many-time All-American. How many 10s did you score in your career, Bridget, at Florida?
I think 7, maybe 8.
You think? You had so many you didn't ever keep count?
Bart, I just have bad memory.
Leanne Wong will be next up after the Victoria win of a 9.875. Leanne Wong doing the all-around today. Every score is 9.9 or better. Which is just another day for Leanne Wong. It's just amazing how she not only competed for the U.S. World Team and alternate for the Olympic team, she goes right into college gymnastics and excels there too. And they're quite different, aren't they?
They're extremely different. They're really, I mean, in my opinion, they're night and day. When you are competing in elite gymnastics, you really don't compete that often. You compete a handful of times, and they're very serious competitions, where in college, you're competing every single weekend. It's a little lighter out there, but Leanne puts a lot of pressure on herself to always do well. I think this year we've kind of seen a new version of Leanne when she competes. You see the smile come out, and you see the fun. Very serious handspring layout, step out, right over the top.
She herself has scored perfect 10s on all 4 apparatus. That's known as the Gym Slam in gymnastics. Lingo.
Dismount. Just a hop on the landing. That's a new dismount for Leanne this year. It's a gainer full off the end. Really, really nice job for Leanne in this Florida beam lineup.
So 3 hit routines on beam for Florida. And over on floor, Oklahoma, the second straight 9.925. That one was for Lily Peterson. Here is Elle Miller, and I think you're all going to enjoy this routine. This is really unique.
The artistry and the dance and the music, it just all goes together so well. First pass, front tuck, step out, double tuck. Beautiful. Front layout to front 1.5 twist. Perfect control. Such a beautiful floor routine and such great tumbling. Elle has really gained confidence throughout season on this event.
Enormously confident for a freshman. The Music Suicide Squad, really unique to her.
Does a great job on her landings. And this combo front layout to front 1.5. You saw right to her lunge. No movement in her feet. Very well done.
We get some notes from the coaching staff, including Ashley Kerr, one of your friends when you were down at the University of Florida, Tom Haley as well. Selena Harris Miranda on beam. Leanne Wong had a 9.875. So Florida trailing the Sooners coming into this fourth and final rotation by 0.3 point.
Big acro series, handspring layout, step out into back handspring. Very well done. Triple series there. Selena really focusing in. Doing a very nice job. Fought for that landing. That was a front toss. You saw those hips turn just a little bit. Ended up having a balance break there.
Impressive she kept her combination. 8,000 people going crazy. They were hoping that Elle Miller might have earned a perfect 10. She got a 9.95 from the judges for her floor routine. 3 career highs for Oklahoma on floor. Oh, what a floaty this month.
And a gorgeous finish. Really the biggest mistake in that beam routine was just on that front toss. You saw the shift just a little bit. We're going to take another look right here, but saw that arm swing and ends up lifting her foot up. Couple tenths of deduction right there, but big hug from Jenny.
Let's go down to Taylor.
For something bigger than gymnastics. This week actually marked the 6-year anniversary of the passing of Dave Richardson, the late husband of longtime athletic trainer Jen Richardson. Dave passed from colon cancer 6 years ago. He was affectionately known as their Norman dad, very involved here with the team, and they keep him close to their heart. They all compete with blue ribbons in their hair in honor of colon cancer, some with the blue ribbon tattoo on the back of their neck. And when I asked head coach KJ Kindler what lessons will continue to be pillars of this program because of Dave's impact, and she said all of our athletes will be reminded how love and how tough they can be like Dave was.
Thank you, Taylor. He was a great man. Here is Addison Feda.
Very nice first pass. That was a front double twist into a stag jump.
Score for Elle Miller was a 9.95. Remember, in dual meet competition, there are 2 judges. They average their scores. One judge put up a 10 and the other a 9.9. They average out to a 9.95.
Front tuck into her 2.5. Freshman routines just showing out. Addison Feda. That was huge. And his first pass, front double twist into her stag jump. But this pass here, it's a front tuck step out, no back handspring needed. 2.5 twist, that was stunning. The whole routine was gorgeous.
4th straight solid hit routine for the Sooners. Tom Haley giving some notes to Addison Feda. I have to say I've been quite impressed by Florida's composure after having those two really unfortunate incidences. This is Lee Boyd. She is now in her debut performance on beam for Florida as a result of the lineup lineup changes to the injuries of Pilgrim and Sloan Blakely.
Bart, it's challenging when the lineups get changed on any event, but balance beam is just such a mentally tough event. And when the lineups change, it can throw you off a little bit. Unfortunately, Lee taking that mistake, ending it with a fall. Right now, just trying to finish this routine as strong and confidently as she can. Unfortunately, that fall, that is a 5-temp deduction. But the dismount, just a hop on the landing, not the routine she wanted, but again, these are moments where, especially when you're just coming into the lineup, it's important to realize when mistakes happen, you just gotta bounce back as quick as you can, but seemed to be more of a dance element, and she just rushed it a little too much, resulting in that fall, which again, that is a 5-temp deduction.
Sooners pouring it on floor. Addison Feda score, a career high, 9.925. This brings up Jordan Bowers, a completely different look choreographically and gymnastically than others we've seen tonight.
Big first pass here. Right handspring double twist into her punch front. Beautiful job. I talked to Jordan earlier this season and she said, this is my favorite floor routine so far. Just does it so well. She's very intense when she competes and she loves it.
Take a bow, Jordan Bowers.
Beautifully done. The choreography, the expression. I mean, you can't not watch that floor routine. It is so engaging.
The music, of course, Moonlight Sonata.
Just does a fabulous job, not only with the choreography, but her tumbling. Finishes this routine, double pike, little shift backwards on that landing, but recovers very well.
Final competitor for Florida on the beam will be Riley McCusker. The score came in for Lee Bui, 9.25. Here is McCusker.
Riley starting things off, that was a wolf turn, a double wolf turn.
This is her first appearance on beam in the lineup since 2023 NCAA team finals.
Acro series.
Oh no.
Really just couldn't save that. You saw the momentum going after those feet hit on the series, just could not save that. Again, that's a no questions asked, 5-point deduction, called a neutral deduction.
It's fair to say the whole team has been rattled by the injuries they saw to their teammates earlier, and of course lineup changes are not always easy to deal with, are they, when you're especially not planning on competing?
No, and that's why some people say that when you're on the reserve or you are an alternate, you almost have a more important job because you never know if you're going to have to step up and step into the lineup. Nice finish for Riley. Unfortunate with that fall, and the rest of the routine was nearly perfect.
After 4 hit routines for Florida, then 2 mistakes. So that means that Florida will have to count a low score in that rotation. Obviously, they will not be able to challenge the Sooners here in the 4th and final rotation. Jordan Bowers gets a 9.975. The average of a 10.0 from one judge and a 9.95 from the other. Faith Torres. Is there still a 10 available tonight? Scores have been all over the place, but Faith has the routine that can score it.
I think she can do it. She has got big tumbling here. She's going to open. This is a double layout, one of the best in NCAA.
Yes.
Extension on those leaps.
Such height.
Front tuck step out into her double tuck.
Oh. Oklahoma has not had a 10 yet this year, and they've not broken that 198 barrier, which is a 9.9 average among all the athletes. That's about what it takes to win a championship. Do they have enough this year?
Wow.
Probably.
That was incredible. Just amazing job. One thing Faith does so well is she does the big tumbling, but Bart, you said it, even her leaps. She is explosive. Coming after Jordan Bowers, 9.975. But this first pass, double layout.
The second flip is actually higher than the first.
I don't know how she does it, but man, does she do it well, and finishes final pass. Front tuck, step out, round off back handspring, double tuck. Awesome job.
Great combination of artistry and explosiveness. Remember, Jordan Bowers just before her at a 9.975. Scoring has been all over the place tonight, but one thing is for sure, the Sooners are going to win this one, regardless of the score that Faith Torres gets. Florida having to count one mistake on beam and already trailing coming to this rotation. And it's a 10! Oh my goodness!
The first one of the season for Oklahoma.
And well deserved.
Second career 10-0 for Faith Torres. Both of her 10s being on floor. Wow.
The Sooners will celebrate. They'll break 198 for the first time this year in front of a home crowd in the top 5 matchup. We'll be back in a minute to wrap this one up from Norman. A night of highs and lows for both of these teams. The Sooners celebrating the second best score in the NCAA this year. That 198.075 means that they join LSU and Florida as the only teams to score 198 or better this year. Really unfortunate night for Florida with the injuries and a couple of falls. Not what we had hoped for in this number 1 versus number 5 matchup. Bridget, your thoughts on tonight's meet?
Not the meet that Florida wanted, and really unfortunate to have 2 of their athletes go down. But one thing that they did really well is they still fought. They didn't give up. They had the mistakes, but this is a huge learning opportunity for the athletes that got in the lineup last minute. You just never know.
Faith Torres had a huge night. She's the winner of the all-around, and of course it was capped with that perfect 10 on the floor. Let's highlight her performances tonight, Bridget.
Starting on ball, huge, just an outstanding athlete. Faith is just so calm on every apparatus, but she flies. One thing KJ Kindler loves about her is just her demeanor. She strives for perfection, and she's always got a smile on her face.
The crowd had been hoping for a 10 all night long, and they finally got it in the 24th and final routine for the OU Sooners. Career high for Faith Torres, and she is with our Taylor Davis.
Marta, I don't think they were just waiting for it all night. They've been waiting for it all season, and they finally got that 10. Faith Torres, an incredible night for you. Caps off with a long-awaited 10 here on floor. But ahead of you, 4 career highs from your teammates and a season high. How did this floor lineup put together such an incredible rotation?
Yeah, we're just focusing on doing our best gymnastics because we see each other every day do awesome gymnastics. So right before we go out there, I do a little team talk with everybody, and I just told them to go out there and shake some. Like, do their best gymnastics because they're all so amazing.
We say that ahead of a broadcast as well. All right, first 10 for you guys so far this season. First 198, and it came on the heels of your first loss of the season, which is not something this program is typically going through. What was the mentality in the gym this week that you guys brought into this meet?
Yeah, focusing on the little things, you know. We went to LSU. It wasn't our best meet. We know that. We know we could do so much better, and just focusing on landings. Landings add up. And so we really focused on the little details, and that's what helped us.
Well, you put it on full display. Congratulations on the all-around. Go celebrate with your teammates.
Thank you so much.
Bart.
Thank you, Taylor, and Faith, congratulations to you. A few final notes from KJ Kindler. Highs and lows tonight, but the Sooners break that 198 with a 198.075. And there's more gymnastics coming up on the ESPN platform of networks. So unfortunately for the Florida Gators, not what they had hoped. A couple of injuries and some missed performances, but hopefully they'll regroup and continue. They're one of the best programs over the last 15 years in NCAA gymnastics. 3-time national champion going against the 6-time national champions Oklahoma Sooner. So coming up next is SportsCenter with Christina Alexander and Phil Murphy. For Bridget Sloan and Taylor Davis and our entire crew, I'm Bart Connor. So long from Norman, Oklahoma.